Ted, can you flood this place when we leave?
That's possible? Yes?
I think we should. We should try to get this relic back to the depths. We should just obliterate this station because from what this guy said is that they're defiling this.
Yeah.
And if we bring this back to the depths, it might reverse some of the effects of what it caused.
I don't think blowing it up is going to do that.
Well, it's a start. It's an idea.
Just kind of judging from the viewports that you've had, this part of, as you can kind of sort of see here, extends over the canyon itself. This is actually the portion of the station that you guys traveled underneath to get to the
So this
moon
is
pool
like
area.
this is part of the trench.
This is the beginnings of the cliff that extends down into absolute darkness.
Mm-hmm. We need to dismantle this station, or at least this segment of the station, and push it back down into the depths.
It's not a bad idea.
I have a feeling that this is going to help Kalamahoy bring it back to stability, because what they were doing to this thing, it's a living organism, you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a little
And
sample of it.
You've gotten more information than
So
you
do I.
probably could properly sift through, because there's after they've pulled up the information, you see there's dozens of logs, like just many entries. That's going to take some more time than you have right now to sift through.
Definitely. Well, I read something in here from this guy, Dr. Sampson. He called the barnacles alien. He didn't think that they were, from the neighborhood, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if returning this would do any good. Maybe the barnacle's presence in the first place is a bad thing. It's corrupting this ecosystem somehow.
I think it might be a combination of all of it, because these things weren't happening before the relic was found.
Mm-hmm.
So if the relic goes back to where it started, it might just reverse everything that's happened.
Theoretically.
Well, it's like they broke off a piece of something bad
Or it'll
and
kill
brought it
the
up
entire
here.
ocean if we throw it down there. Because if that is the thing that is or summoning the water elementals, and those water elementals are having a greedy feel about them.
I see where you're coming from.
I
I'm
don't-
thinking this
yeah.
living thing is pissed that it's contained.
That could be it, but the logs say it's alien, and if it's alien, it could.
Well, they didn't
Could be
say
pretty
that
bad.
it's alien. He just said that he felt that it was alien.
Right.
So this
I'm
was-
just
this
worried
was
that
Samson?
it could, adversely affect the environment,
Sammy boy.
invasive species, and all that.
I think we just need to bring what we found to higher authorities and let them take a course of action. If we do things without their authority, or we just start blowing things up, destroying their research, they're not going to be very happy with us.
I think they'll be happier that we save their moon world, because what this is doing to this civilization is not good from what I just observed fighting those elementals.
Mo, care to weigh in here?
Yeah, Mo, it's your call. This is your world.
It's like,
We're trying to do what's good here.
I feel like if we're going to destroy it, we should destroy it fully.
If I had my way, I would be probably here studying it. I mean, it's something that I've never seen before myself, or
I know.
heard descriptive of. But
That's
and he,
that's one thing that these people here were doing.
and he looks down at the
Look what it did to you.
the tide collar, and he's like, but I can't weigh the properties of a scientific discovery over the life of a fellow Kalo. And he kind of looks over at Chase. If it's all the same to you, I think we've overstayed our welcome here. And I'd like to get this man some help before it's too late.
All right.
Look, Zedix, as much as I'd love to do everything we can to help these people, it's their planet.
That's true.
We
But we
we-
vowed
we
to
bring-
help this planet.
we bring them the trouble that we've found and start them on their journey to fix it. If we can help, then we will help. But we can't be the judge, jury, and executioner here. We gotta work within their system, and that's what got us in trouble before. So I think
Is that what everybody else
He's
thinks?
right. Yeah, he's right.
He does have a pretty good point.
Mo, looking up, and I mean, if you said that the records indicated that this came from the depths, I mean, I regret it. I'll bear the, responsibility for it. But I feel if we can somehow return this to the depths, it's fine by me.
But we're saying not to do that.
Yeah, I feel that leaving it here unattended. I mean, just look what a week had caused.
as long as you can guarantee us that us taking actions to do that isn't going to get us in trouble when we get back, I'm fine with it. I'm just trying to look out for our own necks here.
I can't. I mean, I will be honest with you. I have no clue. You gotta, for the first time in a
I don't know
while, chuckles.
what has happened from our interactions with what's going on in this station.
So the
It's all
choice
been
is
bad.
the choice is the greater good, getting rid of the bitch
Well, who knows?
potentially, and then or
I just know
Or
doing what's right
maintaining the-
for me. I would definitely put this back where it came from because from what we observed here, Zidix is thinking that it was all bad due to this thing, so it has to go back to where it came
Right.
from to not do this anymore.
And-
That's just him.
Chase
But-
is just like, hey, man, I just want to get the fuck out of here. So take it, leave it, drop it down into the pure black that's down there. I don't give a damn. Just choose
Yeah,
whatever you
like-
want to do.
I want to do what's good, but in this situation, because we don't know all the
Well,
all
we got a lot of
moving parts.
data.
But we don't even know what this really says. Like, I've basically just opened up the front cover of the book and looked at the copyright information.
Well, we have
Like,
samples of this at a small scale, so we can definitely bring this back as evidence of this and say that we found a larger relic
Yeah,
from
I
the
think
depths.
I think we need to make.
is there a way we can lock this shit down so nobody can get in there?
I mean, it was already pretty locked down when we got here.
Well, yeah, true.
I mean, you can, I guess it's up to you. Like, what is it that you guys are trying to do? Like, just trying to see that the facility is locked down,
Just
or
weighing
that
out the options.
the cluster, like the colony, is locked down?
Let's just, when we leave this room, let's use the panel, close it back up. And if anything, let's bust that panel so that
Yeah.
whoever needs to get back in here, they have to do it by force. And it's not so easy.
Well, and exploding something down here. Well, can we set like a jury rig something?
Do you fuck up
A
the
trap.
electrical system?
If somebody comes down here, it's a fail-safe.
We don't
that
want
if
to
they're
mess
trying
up the
to,
entire electrical system.
If they're trying to
It's just for
It's going to do with. It's already
take
on edge
away
enough.
That's
the relic for their own greedy needs
Hmm.
and use it for greed, and then to stop that from happening, we jury-rigged like a bomb or something that trips it up and explodes the whole station, so it does fall down to the abyss.
And what if somebody? You're thinking like 10 steps ahead here. Like,
I
what?
know,
What if
that's
somebody?
What operatives do? That's what,
what if
operatives
somebody-
have to do.
But I'm saying like you're kind of overcomplicating things. What if somebody innocent comes down here and they accidentally set that off and get
Well,
blown
whoever
up, and
would
then
come
we're
down
responsible
here-
for those deaths?
Whatever would come down here wouldn't be innocent because we would know to tell the people above that we set something up down there, that if anybody goes down there to mess with the relic that's causing these issues, would explode on them. So whoever's evil would supersede that and try to do it themselves. So
I'm just saying I don't think they would take very kindly to us coming back and saying, "Hey, we found the thing you're looking for. We rigged it to explode."
We booby trapped the
Like,
fuck out.
Let's let them know what we found and then let them take care of it and let
Okay.
them make the decision.
that's fine. I'm just saying that
'Cause-
I'd rather have it go back to where it came from, but
and we
if you
can
want to-
we can
like
ensure
you're saying,
that.
we can lock this motherfucker down right here, so that you'd have to open it manually and leave that there. So that's not going to be too big of a between when we leave and go tell them, and then by the time they make that decision, I doubt there'd be too many people
okay,
all up in that,
Yeah.
all up in the biz.
I'll have you tell them that then.
Okay,
That's your job. You're the face.
I'm a
man.
talkie man.
All right. So you guys are doing
We're just leaving.
We're gonna leave this room.
okay.
We're going to use the door panel to close it again,
Okay.
and then we're going to bust that panel out so that it cannot be used to reopen the door in that way.
All right. So, being that he's kind of, hurt himself. Chase is, helping the guy to his feet. He seems to be, moving rather slowly, but he's able to kind of move with him. So
I'll just like,
I'll cover them.
yeah, I'll let the people who are actually of decent size and able to help, like, help with the whole process of getting all the injured out. And I'll probably be the one to, close the door up and then give it a good smack with the butt of my pistol, make sure it's all busted. And
okay, all right. So yeah, just go ahead and you're closing it back up. Let me just give me an engineering check because you're just like trying to make sure that you hit the right spot so it doesn't like.
I don't want to waste ammo and shoot it.
Well, you're just making sure that you hit it, not just breaking the display.
Yep.
So
13 for
right.
engineering.
yeah, I mean you're purposely trying to break it. So I mean it's just like you like smash the interface panel and like you reach in the back and just kind of
Rip out
tear
wires.
some wires. You're
Yeah.
not really like looking for specific things. You're not trying to surgery this. You just
No.
and you see like like the doors and you see they're like shut now and you hear a loud kind of and it, whatever sort of mechanisms almost like that are on the door. It's shut now and from what you can see probably good.
They're going to have to work to get back in there, that's for sure.
Right. So, what are you guys doing?
Loading up the wounded and heading back to Theta 3, I think.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So you guys, as you're making your way back, Chase is. So as you guys are moving, Chase he like taps on his comms. All right, Theta 3, we're heading back, and we're skedaddling out of here. We got an extra passenger on board, so it's gonna be a tight fit. But I feel like he like looks down at the guy who's now like he's like bleeding on Chase. He's like, this guy ain't got no option but to come with us. And Theta 3's like, understood. I'll have the submersible prepped and ready. And as you guys are rounding the corner, you hear it's odd. You hear just a very I'm not sure what's going on outside, but you hear a very loud like a metal kind of like noise, and you just see the display kind of like shimmer a little bit on Theta 3's end. Chase is like, the hell was that? And Theta 3's like, I'm not sure. It sounded like it was coming from outside. And like the display like goes dark, and you hear a very loud and like a loud splash. As you guys are rounding this corner, the doors open, and you see on the top of the gantry, tearing that portion apart, this large gathering of water that eventually like forms into this large construct that's just like bending the metal backwards on itself, and now is like wrapped it around the backside of the submersible, and it's like tied into the side of it, and you see it like looking at you, and you just lets out like this guttural like echoing like gargly roar,